Okay, everybody, this video is about TerraVisions for sale, exactly what the plans are for the darkness, what we're going to be selling, what we're going to be doing. And I want to start by coming in here and showing you, even though we're not fast tracking darkness renovations just yet, because the plan is to kind of sort of get started once we get back from Transworld. But look at this cool thing we built. It's not painted, but it lights up and everything. And here, let me plug it in. Hold on. Look at that. God dang it. Look how big that thing is. Okay, so look, here's my hand. Okay, you see that? It's pretty big. So that big thing there was something that we were gonna build last time right around now, but we didn't get a chance to before Transworld. So we built it this year. And then here's our booth for IAAPA. We're kind of laying it out here for Blacklight Attractions. And we're gonna start building haunted houses again. And I'm gonna talk about that in a second because I'm gonna show you some overall plans for the darkness. So this is gonna be our example hole. It's not done. And if any of you don't know what IAAPA is, and check this out. See, look, you put the ball into this crate and then it comes out here. And see, and then it rolls down. That's pretty cool, right? So, at any rate, hold on, I'm gonna turn these lights off over here. So at any rate, everything's a kind of a train wreck here at the moment because we just shipped a mini golf to a client in San Antonio, Texas, or near San Antonio, Texas. It's probably the coolest one we've ever done. And right now we're trying to shut down and close Creepy World. And then we're gonna come over here and we're gonna get a big dumpster like we do every year. We're gonna fill it up. We're gonna clean this place up. But on this video, we are gonna talk about what our plans are for the darkness, what the thought process behind that is, how much work we have to do in a very short period of time. And look at these things right here. These are like aliens that we bought from Unit 70. And those are gonna go in our alien escape room. And do you see this right here? I'm trying to get a quote on a lift that you can, a material lift. You put materials in there and it'll lift it up to the second floor. And here's our second pentagram that we've cut out, we're working on, we're trying to get done. But right now, our objective is to get to IAAPA. Just to get to IAAPA, get that over with, and get back to work, trying to get things done. Now, when we talk about TerraVisions, it's right up in there, okay? And when we talk about the darkness's plans and what we're trying to do, let's start with this building right here. You see this building? That building was added on to the original building, but at the time I didn't own this building. So I have engineering plans, architectural plans, and I've already got a quote on digging the foundation right here. I'm waiting on the quote as we speak for the steel pans and the staircase, so the inside staircase. But it would get built right off of this corner and it would go right over to that corner, and this wedge would become part of, it would make these two buildings one. this wall that you're seeing right here would come off, okay? And you would have this as part of the shop, and then the escape room would have this new section up here, but you would be able to walk from here into there. Now, why is that important to me? Well, number one, I want to grow the year-round business. There's two ways that I want to accomplish that feat, okay? One is by being able to utilize our year-round retail store, like using it more than just Halloween, in other words. And look at our messy actors room. It's a disaster. But before I go on, let me tell you what the plan is in here. Another thing that we're going to try to pull off before Transworld is to remove this. We need this as a shop because we want to start building haunted houses again for theme parks. Okay? We're willing to build, you know, 2, 3, 4 of them a year again. And I need this space that literally is not functional as a shop. All of this is going to be gone. 100%. And then that wall looking thing will go up against the windows. That wall will be gone. And this whole thing will open up, and the actor's room will go into a loft that we have that's in between. Now look at this right here. We're making these right here for upstairs. This is going to be for our alien escape room. That's what that's for. Alien escape. All right. So, here we go. So the plan, overall long-term plan, is to build the back of the darkness bigger and connect it to the building that I'm in right now where TerraVisions is at. And in that space, and this is what I'm thinking right now, it could change. If anybody's ever heard of the bar called Jekyll and Hyde, it was a restaurant, I would build my own Jekyll and Hyde bar in that wedge. I have the animations to do it. And it would be like a bar. So during Halloween, you could buy a VIP ticket to the darkness, which would allow you to go into that bar, which would be private for when the haunted house is open. The rest of the year, it would be like a pinball room and a bar for the escape room. Plus it would have like this small minor attraction in there as well. But the other thing is TerraVisions. I'm going to replace it with a haunted house that will eventually be an escape room. It will double as an escape room. Now I know, because we did this video of Massacre Haunted House, where he has his haunted houses doubling up as escape rooms. I'm not doing that because I went and saw that. If you rewind this, like literally a year ago, I made videos, and I literally had a production company come here to see if they could help me, and we were going to tear TerraVisions down last year, and it was going to be the same thing. It was going to be a haunted house that I was going to convert into an escape room. So it was going to start as a haunted house that later I could convert to an escape room, so it would double. But that was only with the idea that I build that wedge to connect the two buildings. So it was always going to be an escape room. And at first I was thinking like some sort of Conjuring type of thing. But then I thought to myself, well, you know, the whole second floor of the darkness is like a mansion, so that just would be like the same thing twice. And then so we came up with the idea of doing something that was a little more edgy for the darkness, something scarier, something radically crazy. And we don't want to get away from the clowns totally. So, and we did this kind of at Creepy World, and it really kind of works. So we want to build a meat packing plant that will double up, where, you know, there would be clowns and, you know, pig butchers working in the meat packing plant. So we'll still have clowns, but the clowns will be bloody and they'll be gross. And we also are going to make a rule. There's no makeup. It's going to be a 100% silicone mask haunted house. So you're either wearing a pig silicone or a clown silicone, because the silicone masks are on another level, right? So they're on another level. And I know a lot of people don't like wearing them, but we do have air conditioning in there, and we're just going to make it a rule. And we're also going to make it a privilege. Like, you have to earn your way into the new meatpacking plant where you can be a lunatic clown. So only the best of the best actors can get into the section, but it is going to be required that you wear a silicone mask, because we want every person to look crazy, deranged, authentic. And so it's going to be like what we've done at Creepy World, just way better. So I have talked about doing something back there, and I have literally changed my mind 100 times. And now I've decided I was going to do like a horror museum. Then I was thinking, how could that double as an escape room? So I figured, well, I need to build a haunted house. And then if I'm going to try to get back in the haunted house, like at least offer our service to the theme parks to build them a haunted house here or there, then what better way to do it than build a modular type of haunted house that I can show them. So it may not be as detailed as the darkness, but it's going to be really good. So in order to really commit to something this lunatic, I have to spend money, and I have done that. I have ordered a ton of prompts from multiple companies. I've already placed the orders, already written the checks, and things are already cooking. And so it's happening. So here's the deal. And I'm going to walk through TerraVisions one more time and show you exactly what you would get if you bought this haunt, and I'm going to tell you what the time frame is now, okay? While at the same time kind of outlining and explaining what the process is going to be to get this done. So I am going to the IAPA show. When I get back, essentially it's Thanksgiving. Okay, so we're not going to do anything through Thanksgiving. But come Thanksgiving, I need somebody who wants to buy it to be here to pick it up and take it away. Okay? I estimate it to take about a week to take it down, load it up. I think it can fit in 2 box trucks. Okay? And I am even willing to build it, you know, some extra wall panels for you if you would like me to. But this is the whole entire haunted house minus the tunnel and the clown car, because they can't be moved, okay? Because that's going to be part of my new haunt for Creepy World. So, what I want you to do is get in touch with me. You can get my phone number and my email from blacklightattractions.com. Send me a text. Don't send me a Facebook, okay? And say, hey, this is so-and-so. I want to buy TerraVisions. You need to be here. You can rent trucks here in St. Louis. And I'm going to provide as many people as I can to help take it down. So I think I can get somewhere between like 6 and 8 people to help take it down. If you bring 4 people with you, we might be able to get it out in 3 or 4 days, load it up on your truck, and you're out of here, okay? So How much do I want for it? With me providing all this labor and everything, I mean, I would love to get $100,000 for everything, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna accept the best offer that I get, where you can guarantee me that the Monday after Thanksgiving, you're gonna be here with your trucks or rent trucks here, and you're gonna have X amount of people here to help take it down. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take it down, we're gonna load it in your truck, you're gonna drive away, and you're gonna have one of the best 3D clown haunts that anyone's ever seen. You can have some clown costumes as well. The facade, all the animations, all the props, everything. And after I finish telling you exactly what the plan is for me to pull this off, I'm gonna walk over to TerraVision, I'm gonna walk through it, and I'm gonna show it to you again, okay? But here's the deal. After Thanksgiving, we need you here. I'm gonna have people, you're gonna have people. We're gonna take it apart, we're gonna put it in your trucks. It's actually not going to be that hard, because there's a big staircase right next to the entrance. Right next to the entrance to TerraVision's. It's about an 8-foot wide staircase, so it's not going to be that hard to get it out. Okay, so with that being said, make me an offer where it literally has you being here the Monday after Thanksgiving, with people to help take it apart, and we're gonna get it out as fast as we can. So short of that, reach out to me. If you have my phone number or my email, get in touch, and let's get this moving. Now, I'm gonna be sad that it's gone, but it's been in this building since we built this building right here that I'm standing in. And if you're curious as to when, how long this, I've had this TerraVisions, which by the way, I've added on to many times. It's been here since the very first year of Transworld. So if Transworld's been here 16 years, it's been here for 16 years. So we're gonna replace it, okay? Now, before we get into walking over to TerraVisions, let me just tell you what the plan is. So the plan is that you would be here after Thanksgiving. We're gonna take it down, we're gonna put it in your truck, and it's gonna be gone. I'm gonna broom sweep the area. I've already measured it, and I've already figured out kind of a rough plan, but I'm not 100% that it's accurate. So I'm going to do a couple little things really quickly after TerraVisions is gone, to get an accurate measurement of the space that's left, okay? And here's what we're gonna do. The first thing we're gonna do is expand this retail store. So let me explain. You see that nook? I call it a nook. So just imagine this nook going straight out, the back wall going straight out, and then connected over to this wall right here. So basically, that nook and this nook would be gone, and everything would be squared up to that nook right in here. And so I'll walk in so you can kind of get a better idea. So this is probably, I don't know, 8 feet or so, yeah. So this nook is 8 feet. So imagine this whole gift store coming back 8 feet to touch this wall. It would just square itself up. Okay, so this wall right here would move back actually 12 feet. This wall would move back 12 feet. This wall would move back 8 feet, because you can tell, because this wall right here, I don't know if that's like 4 feet or 5 feet. I don't know. It might be like 5 feet. I don't know. But either way, this wall will move back to that wall, and that wall will also move back to that wall. But you see, that wall is going to move back even further. Once these walls are squared off correctly, we'll put in more of this pumpkin carpet, and then we'll start the process of just putting all this crap back up on the wall and getting it all set back up. And this will take a little while, trust me. And then all we'll really have is just a bigger open space for now. Now, in the long term, first off, it'll give us a little bit more wall space, but what it'll also do is it'll give us more space to put like racks for clothes, bins to put stuff in, you know, displays. We also think we can put in more of these right here, display cases right here. So we'll be able to do a little bit of all of that. Okay. So the gift store isn't going to have some miraculous like overnight. It's going to be a million times different. It's going to be bigger, and then little by little by little, more stuff will go into it. Will more stuff go into it before Transworld? Will it be the gift store that it would be like, you know, when we finally open it for Halloween in 2025? No. But it will be bigger, and it will give us the ability to do more stuff. Now, here's the other thing. If I want to open this on a regular basis, not every day, but maybe one day a week or something like that, I don't know. And so, but I need to have the people from the escape room be able to get over here and get in it. And that will happen when TerrorVisions becomes an escape room year round, except for when the haunt is open. So one of the things we want to do with this gift store is not get more horror stuff, but get other collectibles, whether it's Star Wars, Back to the Future, Goonies, I don't know, just whatever, right? So we want to sell a little bit of everything. When you think about our mini golf, which is retro, you know, we'd like to have some retro stuff in here as well and make it a really cool novelty store and be something in St. Louis that, oh yeah, you got to go check this place out. In Las Vegas, they have a really cool place called Nightmare Toys, but we would have the ability to make this a lot more like that if we had more space. This will be the absolute dead last time that we could expand this, just so we're on the same page, because there will be a new permanent haunted house built right up behind it. So this is the last time it can be expanded. So if I'm guessing, it's going to add about 25% more space, and it is going to open it up more and make it easier to do things in here and be able to move around in here. So it could radically change the whole layout of the gift store. We'll have to wait and see once it's done. Okay, so let me talk to you a little bit about the long-term plan, whether this gets done this year or whether it gets done for Transworld 2026. So this room in here would have to drastically change, okay? And I mean drastically. So it would literally become in here like an interactive museum once I get my wedge over there built on. I would be taking out all these display cases and all of this stuff here and building a horror museum down on the ground with a lot of collector stuff, a lot of collector masks, not necessarily toys, but full-size characters and a lot of cool stuff to look at, and some of them will be animated, and that's what I'll do. And then when you see where I'm walking, this wall will no longer be here. You'll be able to walk and get right in behind the escape room. So now we're gonna walk into TerrorVisions and kind of take a look at this. And I want to tell you that this whole haunted house will be replaced with like a meat packing plant that will ultimately become an escape room as well. All right, so let's get over here. Let's turn on TerrorVisions. Let's talk about what is included, what's not included, and it's going to be loud. Okay, hold on. There we go. So it's turned on. So I'm going to speak up really loud. Okay. All of these walls, the facade, the artwork on the walls, that wall, everything, all of these are screwed on there. All of these props. And that is an animated, that is an animation, just FYI, from Unit 70. That is what we call a cutout. He screws, he comes off. That prop there, all those balloons, everything. This facade, everything you're seeing. This big bozo facade. I can give you a ton of 3D glasses. You can have them. You'll also notice in TerraVisions that the walls are, I think, 12 feet tall. It's either 10 or 12 feet tall. That's all included. Now, you can't see it, but you see my finger hitting something. These are wall panels. They come off, and then we'll get to the actual wall. The walls are interlocking, so they'll just come apart, and then they'll snap back together when it's all said and done. All of these scare boxes, and you can't see them, are included. See, for example, this is a scare box, so an actor can scare people in 3 different directions. But all the artwork is included. You'll notice, again, all the artwork is built up extra high. Everything in the ceiling is included. All of these crates. All the props, that's the animation. All of the props, all the cutouts, everything you see in the ceiling, those are cutouts too, they come right off the wall. The big props, all the crates, that wall is not part of the building. The building is behind it. So that wall, it has 4 walls all the way around it. It has perimeter walls, it has props. These are door jambs. These would have to come off. But you can see the seam in the wall right there. And then the seam here. They interlock with each other. You can see here, this scare box scares 4 people. You can't see it because I don't have a light on. You can scare people on that side, this side, that side, or that side. East, west, south, north.
$10 to the dollar. Step right up, folks. Get your tickets and join us inside. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to believe your eyes, but it's all
of the sound systems. All of the sounds.
Just 10 cents.
These clown boxes that were made by Unit 70. We made the boxes, he made the animations. All 4 of them are included. You can see the walls.
Step right this way,
the door jams,
the sideshow. It's got
the drop pictures.
It's the amazing Madame Olga. See the amazing 3-headed man. And those who not lawyer, well, you women, folks, the only one in captivity. See the amazing honest lawyer. Here on the sideshow. Tickets are only 10 cents.
This is a drop picture right here. This drops. The actor can scare them.
See the amazing pose of the cloud team.
All of this is included. All the walls, everything. These are all cutouts on the wall. They come off, all included. Here's another scare box. You can see it cuts through. That's where you first entered. There's a drop picture in here. This is an animation from Scare Factory. That's an animation from Distortions. And look at this, really cool. cut out here. There's built out props. These come off the wall. Look at all the props. That's an animation. That's an animation. Then you got this clown archway from Ghost Ride. You got these funny mirrors. That's an animation. CGI that's not turned on. There's another funny mirror. That's a puppet. This is a draw picture. You can see these cutouts are everywhere. Now see, this is also a scare box that gets people at the end, and he also can get people back into the museum. It also has a ladder and a deck to operate that Gorglor clown puppet up there. This is an animation. These are funny mirrors. Those are CGIs, and CGIs are just not turned on. More funny mirrors. There's another big prop. That's from Unit 70. Another animation. It will not include this ramp that will stay exactly where it's at. All of this artwork, those props, this tunnel is going to stay exactly where it's at, including the ramps. You can take all of this off the wall. There's another prop. There's the CGI effect. Okay, you can also have lots of 3D glasses, and then you can have this prop here as well. Now let's go back in here and turn this baby off so you can hear me. right, now, okay. So I'm gonna walk through TerraVisions again, but now with the lights on, you can see it a lot better. Now, let me just kind of sort of go over this plan again. So if you look over here, you see this big doorway right here. See, there's a door right here, and it's dark. But basically everything would have to come out there. This haunted house is on the second floor, but we'll need to get about 10 or 12 people, and we're gonna try to get this thing out as fast as we can. And you'll get a chance to come in here and try to label everything if you want and try to do all that. But here's the game plan. I'm gonna talk about the darkness here as we just kind of walk through this place with the lights on. Okay, so here's our game plan. Once we get this out, by the way, the lights over here are burnt out, so I can see nothing. Holy cow. Okay, once I get around this corner, I'll be able to see again. Okay. Yeah, I'm walking complete darkness. Okay, so now we're back over here. So anyway, here's the game plan, folks. And this is what I meant about these scare boxes. See, there's even triggers for sound triggers, but see, there's a drop picture, another drop picture, and then the actors can run out either side. There's multiples of these scare boxes for the actors, okay? So basically, you're gonna get everything in here except for the two things that I talked about, the clown car and the tunnel. And our goal is to try to get this thing out within like a week. And then let me explain what we're gonna do from there. So, which brings us to this clown car, which we'll have to retheme and make it look a lot better. We'll replace the CGI, and we'll unbolt it from the floor, and we're gonna move it forward like 2 feet. Why? Because for Krampus, we're gonna have the customers, and I'll show you. And there's gonna be dark spots, but I need to explain how we're gonna get this done. So when you come out of the darkness, you come out right here. So what we'll do is we're gonna build a wall for Krampus, and it's gonna hit right here. And it's gonna take you over here. And now you can't fully walk through here with this clown car so far back. So we'll have to move the clown car forward by about 2 feet. And then do you see all this walls, everything here would be yours. And you can see how, if you look right there, you can see the actual wall for the building is behind it. And same thing here, okay? All these walls will be yours. So you're gonna walk in this corridor up against that building right there, the actual windows. You'll be able to look out the windows. The customers will be able to. And we'll build a corridor, and that corridor is basically going to go right here. And the customers for Krampus, instead of exiting here where the tunnel's at, they will be in our new access corridor. So let me kind of explain that. For Krampus, because I'm going to explain how I'm going to get this pulled off, we'll build the new gift store, we'll build that out, and then we'll build this access corridor that I want to be permanent, so that if at any point from an operational standpoint I can cut around the whole entire haunt and get from the exit of where the normal darkness is now and to get into this space literally within minutes. That's what will happen. So that's what will happen for Krampus. The new gift store will be bigger, and the permanent access corridor that will allow us And not only that, but it'll allow the actors to roam around in there, and we'll literally have multiple points where they can jump into the haunted house. So they could jump in and scare somebody, jump back in the access corridor, walk down 4 feet, and then get in another section. So they'll be able to run around all over like animals. But in the event that I want to go from the back of the darkness into this space, I'll be able to do it in a matter of 30 seconds. In the event of an emergency, we'll be able to guide the customers through the access corridor and get them to the exit very quickly. So those are going to be the first steps. And then the second step is going to be to make sure that the design that I made when I measured it out will fit and work. So it'll get remeasured, a new design will be made, and we'll start building the maze. The maze is going to be different than mazes we've done in the past. I'm going to build some walls where there are super tight spaces where you have to duck your head and you have to go through. There's going to be other ones made just completely out of slats. We're also going to build a section where it looks like they're pallets, and they're all weirdly shaped, and they're angled to the left, angled to the right, which makes you kind of like move your head this way, and then you got to move your head this way. And then we're also going to make it to where you'll hit a dead end, and there's like a hole like no higher than 4 feet with pipes going across. You'll have to duck underneath it to get to the next to keep going. So it really is going to be like something like we haven't built in the darkness before. It's going to be much different. There'll be some sections where we build wall panels where we insert graded steel so you can see people going this way, you're going that way. It's going to be really wild and confusing. So that's how it's going to be built. And then once we get the maze built, that takes you from point A to B, there will no longer be a queue line like there is for TerraVisions. You'll come right out of the darkness and you'll go right into it. Also, there will not be any fog. So it'll be a non-fog haunt. The reason why there will be no fog is because that fog would get into this retail space and nobody would be able to see. So that is going to be done. And so once we get the maze done, then the next step would be to paint it and to gore the hell out of it, okay? And then the last step would be to put in all the props that hopefully will be here in time to put all the props in, and then ultimately put in the sound and the lighting, and it would be done. So can this all be done before Transworld? I don't know, we're gonna try, okay? But it starts with selling TerraVisions, and we're dead serious. You have to come here right after Thanksgiving, and we're gonna help you take it out. We're gonna help you load your truck. You need to reach out to me through blacklightattractions.com, my phone number, text me, whatever, and let's get it rolling. This is the plan, okay? Now, if we expand the plan, hopefully simultaneously, I'm gonna be building this new section on. So when 2026 rolls around, I'll have like my own like type of Jekyll and Hyde club bar with pinballs and creepy stuff playing on TVs with another attraction in there. And you'll be able to have access to the meat packing plant that would also double as an escape room. So that'll give me like my 9th escape room. Now, but what else are we doing? We're going to try to get the alien escape room done. And we have plans to replace the Frankenstein with another new escape room as well. Lots of stuff going on, okay? And then I can also tell you that there is a scene downstairs in the darkness that I want to redo if we can get to it. I really don't know at this point. And then this whole museum. Once I get the 2 buildings connected, I'm literally going to gut it and start over from scratch. And so my 2026 project would be to build the bar and this. And if I get that building built before Halloween, it would be to build the bar before this Halloween. And what I'm hoping to do is, it would be part of St. Louis Escape, but during Halloween, it would also be like a corporate party for the haunted house. It could be corporate party room for the escape room. It could be a private VIP experience for the darkness, which would allow you to, as a VIP, to go over to the darkness bar. That would be private, only for the people who had a VIP experience. So that's the overall plan. This is ambitious. This is crazy, and it's going to cost a lot of money and take a lot of planning and effort. But what do you think? Now, for Transworld, we're thinking, now this is what you would experience and what you would see. We would document the building of this new haunt on the Haunt World channel so you can see how we did it. And then for Transworld, you would experience, for a behind the scenes tour, the price will be a little bit more because we're gonna do a lot more and I gotta shut my escape rooms down. But it would be the LEMP from about 4:30 to 5:30. It's optional. If you wanna do it, you can go over there, you can not go over there. And then the escape room tour would start around 5:30 and go to 6:30. So you'll be able to go into all of our escape rooms, check them out, look at them. We'll answer any questions. You can play mini golf, you can do whatever you want. And then we'll have a seminar, and with food, and then you get to tour the darkness, including the new haunted house. So that would be on Thursday at Transworld, and then on Friday we would open the LEMP, which we plan on adding more props and renovating, painting, updating, everything. And then on Saturday you would get to experience the all-new darkness. And we are going to try to get the best actors from Creepy World, the LEMP, and the darkness all to work here and put on the best show that we possibly can for that one night. So that's the plan. That's the plan for 2025. I actually think it's really exciting because you're going to get to see like literally a massive section. This will be the biggest renovation we've ever done, at least since the first year we did the Transworld, because that was the year we built this building from scratch. It'll be the biggest renovation we've done since then. So if we put the tickets for sale, the behind the scenes tour, it's probably going to sell out super fast this year because it's going to include all of the escape rooms. It's going to include the LEMP. It's going to include the darkness, and it's also going to include dinner. We can only do 300 tickets. Why? Because we can only fit, I don't even know if we can really even fit 300 people in the escape room all at one time. We probably can, I don't know. They might have to go in batches, but we'll have food downstairs, so we might have to like balance, like put everybody in the room where we have the seminar, and we'll have to let some people up, and as people come down, other people can go up. I don't know, we'll have to figure it out. But yeah, this is the plan. So what do you think? I think this is like super exciting. And we're gonna document building the haunted house. We're gonna do like the impossible. But it all starts with somebody buying TerraVisions, and we've had a lot of people interested. And I haven't really been super serious until now, because now that I've actually written checks to vendors to get new props, we're committed. We're absolutely committed. So we need, if you're interested in buying this haunted house, which would be a great addition to your haunted house, and I can tell you people love it here. I'm going to be very upset to take it out, and we're going to miss it. But, you know, we've had it for like 16 years. It's time to move on. The darkness needs not just a new scene here and there. It needs like a complete, like something like majorly different that I can market it to the people of St. Louis as something new, something different. And that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to try to do it and document it for you, and then do a behind the scenes tour for you. So if you're interested in TerraVisions, reach out to me at blacklightattractions.com. Get my phone number, my email off there. Or better yet, you can come talk to me at the IAPA show. So I'll be there all 4 days of the IAPA show. You can just come up to our booth, talk to us, literally lay that cash down on the table. So make an offer that is contingent upon being here after Thanksgiving to take it down. Okay? Now, if I don't sell it all to one person, what am I going to do? I'm going to take it down anyway, and I'm going to sell all of the props individually and then the whole wall and artwork package separately. But I would prefer, my preference is to get a deal done for the whole thing. So anyway, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. We look forward to your feedback and your comments. Tell us what you think of the tour. Tell us what you think of the plan. I can tell you the total cost of this whole plan is probably going to be in the range of, with the building and everything, $1.3 million. So yeah, we need to sell some tickets. We need you guys to buy some tickets and help support the big renovation. And this is kind of like a reimagining of the darkness and reutilizing it in a way that we can make year-round income off of it, because I think that's where all the haunts are going. Whether it's opening more days or whatever it is, you want to try to open more. You want to try to utilize your space for more than just October. And that's what we're going to try to do. And we're going to try to show you how we're going to do it when we build it. So with that being said, look at this. Can you believe this? Leo and Stitch. We'll see how that sells. So anyway, with all that being said, thanks for watching the video. Reach out to me. Come to see me at IAPA. Whatever you want to do. And Transworld is not far away. And until then, happy Halloween.